Okay, Assalamualaikum, and how we continue with the second video on quadratic graph. Okay, so from the first video just now, or from the previous video, we learned how to pick the minimum or maximum turning point if you are given your quadratic equation in completed square form. Okay, in completed square form, something like that, you can straight away read what is the value of your turning point. Is it a minimum or maximum? Depends on the value of A. Now, for this question, your A is positive. A positive, you will get a smiley curve. Therefore, that will give you a minimum turning point. So, minimum turning point, what is the point? That is just 4. Remember, you need to change the sign in front of the value, which is just positive here, okay? Positive 4 and then 3. Where do I get the 3? From here at the back. Okay, so now, what if you are given quadratic function in this form, in the first form that we have learned previously? So, how do you change? Because in order to read maximum or minimum turning point, you need to rewrite from that form to that form. So, how do we change from that to that? So, we have learned this in Maths. So, you have two options. The first option is where you need to remember the formula, but I don't really suggest that, because I need my students to understand the calculation. Okay, so I'm going to explain the second method. Okay, so second method is, you know that your aim is you want to change from that equation to that equation. Okay, so you make it equal. So let's just solve the first example here. First example, okay, so this is the first example. Okay, so I know that I want to rewrite x squared minus 2x plus 5 to be in this form, x minus b squared plus c. I want to rewrite that to be in that form. So I make it equal. Remember, your aim, A bracket x minus b. X minus b, okay, that this is the general form. Square plus c. Okay, so that one to be in that form. Okay, so from the right hand side here, you expand. So you expand, you will get A. So expand that quadratic. Okay, if you don't know how to do shortcut, again, you just do double bracket. Okay, but I'm going to do shortcut method here. X squared minus 2bx plus b squared, close the bracket, plus c. So each element inside the bracket needs to be multiplied by a. So you will get ax squared minus 2. Let me write properly. Square 2bax plus ab squared plus c. Okay, so now x squared minus 2x plus 5 is equal to that equation. So you can simply compare your left hand side to your right hand side equation. You compare the same term only. So as you can see, I have x squared over here and I have x squared over here. You compare the unknown. You compare the constant in front of your term. Okay, in front of your unknown here. So for x squared, now I start to compare my x squared. What is the constant in front of my x squared? That is just 1. Equals to, what is the constant? A. Okay, so I know that A is equals to 1 now. Okay, so I compare the second constant, which is x. Okay, now I compare x with x here. What is the value in front of your x? That is just negative 2. Equals to, take that value, negative 2 dA. You take all elements, you take everything in front of your x. Okay, so from the previous calculation, we know that the A is just 1. Just substitute 1 in here. So negative 2 equals to negative 2 d1. So how do we get B? B is just negative 2 over negative 2, which is equals to 1. Okay, and then you compare the constant. This one I compare x, okay? This one I compare my x. Okay, now we compare the constant. Constant is without x square and without x, just the number only. So from the left hand side, this is the only number. So put 5 equals to right hand side, that is the constant. We have two constant here. Why? Because both term is without x. So this is the constant, this is also the constant. So equals to ab square plus c. So from our previous calculation, we know our a and we know our b. So key in inside here. So 5 equals to 1 square plus c. So my c is just equals to 4. So therefore, x square, remember this is our aim, where we want to find a, b and c. So x square minus 2x plus 5 is actually equals to, a is 1, right? So 1. What is the value of b? Is 1 also. So x minus 1 square plus 4. Okay. So now from here, can you tell me whether that function has minimum or maximum turning point? What is the value of a? So the value of a is greater than 0. So the shape is like that. Okay. So we have a minimum turning point. You can write in full. Minimum turning point. Okay. So what is the turning point? How do we read the value of turning point? For the x value, you just take the value inside the bracket, but change the sign. This is negative 1, so therefore we have 1, comma. What is the value of y? Just look at the value at the back. 4. That's it. So this is your mark, okay? Minimum turning point 1, 4. Okay, but we need to go through this process because the question is in this form, not in this form. In this form, so you need to change to completed square form first, and then you can read minimum or maximum turning point. Okay? Okay. If you, I want you guys to do this example. So pause, copy the question, redo. Make sure you get the same answer as mine. Okay? So I'm going to do the second example now. So this is exactly same as at maths, right? Same as at maths, but the equation for maths is easier lah compared to at maths. Okay, so second example. Okay, so question will ask you to find turning point. Right. Of. Okay. So the question is y equals to negative x square minus 2x plus 2. Okay, so that is the question. You need to find what is the turning point of that function, negative x square minus 2x plus 2. Because you are given the quadratic function in the general form, the first general form, so you need to change. First step, change to completed square form. So how do we change to completed square form? So we let our negative x square minus 2x plus 2 equals to a, x minus b square plus c. Remember, this is the first step where you want, your aim is you want to change from that form to that form. So just make it equal. Okay, second step, we just expand that one. So expand, you will get a x square minus 2bx plus b square plus c. Okay, so expand again the bracket, multiply each term by a. So you will get ax square 2abx plus ab square plus c. So if you notice, every time we do this question, you are going to expand the same equation over and over again. So it should be easy for you. When you do like maybe 4 to 5 questions, you're gonna get the steps. It's not hard at all. Okay, so now left hand side, negative x squared minus 2x plus 2. So we want to know what is the value of A, what is the value of B, what is the value of C. So you compare left hand side and right hand side. Compare the constant one by one. So now I want to look at x squared first. Okay, look at x squared only. So what is the constant in front of my x squared? That is just negative 1 equals to what is the constant in front of my x squared for right hand side? That is just A. So I know that my A is equals to negative 1. Okay, settle for the first one. Okay, now I want to compare for can I do down here? I want to compare for x now. Okay, I'm comparing for x. So look at that value, look at that value. So what is the constant in front? Negative 2 equals to, what is the constant? Negative 2ab. What is the value of A just now? Negative 1. Substitute in. So you get negative 2 equals to negative 2. Here you have negative 1b. So what is your B straight away? So negative 2. Here you will get positive 2. Negative 2 divide. Okay, Azara. This is multiplication. You go down there, becomes division. Okay. So you will get B is equals to negative 2 over 2, which is negative 1. Okay. So now I want to compare for the constant. Constant. What is the constant in your left hand side? That is just 2 equals to. What is the constant in your right hand side? AB square plus C. So that is a constant. Okay. So we know the value of A, we know the value of B. Substitute in. So 2 is equals to, A is just negative 1. So your B now is just negative 1 square plus C. Slowly, do it slowly. So you will get here is 1, negative 1 plus C. So your C now is equals to 3. Okay. So therefore, your negative x square plus, minus 2x plus 2 can be written in this form. Negative x minus negative 1. Therefore, negative x squared minus 2x plus 2 equals to negative 1 x minus negative 1 square plus 3. That one you can simplify again. You will get negative. I will just ignore my 1. I won't write my 1 here. In maths, 1 we don't write. Okay, just put negative. Negative is very important, but 1 you can just don't have to write that one. So x negative will give you a positive 1 square plus 3. Okay, so now we have written that equation in the completed square form. So how do we read whether we have a minimum or maximum turning point? First step, look at the value of A. So your A is less than 0. So the shape of your graph is a sad curve. Negative value give you sad curve. So sad curve will give you a maximum turning point. Maximum turning point. Let's practice to write it in full. Maximum turning point. Or can I just check whether I can write that in TP? Okay, maximum turning point. So add. So what is that point? Read the value of x in the bracket, but change the sign. Negative 1. Read the value of y from the back. Okay, just copy again that one only. Okay, settle. Okay, so I want you to do 2 questions. So these are the question. Okay, question number 3. Find turning point of, okay, first question, y equals to 2x squared minus 4x plus 5 second question. Y equals to 2 plus negative 2x square plus 8x plus 2. So previous video, you are given quadratic functions in completed square form. You need to read the value of maximum or minimum turning point. So second video, you are given your quadratic functions in terms of that general equation. Okay, so you need to give me what is the value of maximum or minimum turning point. Okay, so first step, remember, change to completed square form first. How to change? Use that relation. Expand slowly, compare the constant, rewrite in that form. Straight away, read the value of A, look at the shape, determine whether it's a positive or negative A, look at the shape, and then identify whether it's maximum or minimum, and then please write down the coordinates of the turning point. Okay, so we are done with this one. So next lesson, if they still extend the MCO, we are going to do the online lecture again. So we are going to learn how to sketch for cubic function and reciprocal functions, which is next lecture, the next week maybe, inshallah. So please make sure you know how to do. Any problem regarding the homework, please do text me. Okay, see you guys later.